and welcome to your daily love reading for Sunday, Super Sunday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 5 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the snake, the wood snake. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey. I'm going to bring in the wood snake to bring some messages in with the snake oracle from Etsy. I'm also going to bring in the amazing Game of Thrones tarot. I'm going to bring in the Tree Angel Oracle deck because I feel it's very important today and moving into the new week that you are grounding yourself, especially as you move forward. You know, as you prepare for leaving Leo season, moving into Virgo season. I know it's not yet, but I feel grounding yourself will really prepare you for what's ahead. I'm going to bring in the Meshes of Cosmic Oracle and the magical Grand Trumps Oracle connected with the show Once Upon a Time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsreadings@gmail.com. Now, they are giving me as an Ascension symptom, and we keep getting them coming through, feet, toes, and legs. So if you're having any achiness or pain in your feet, toes, or legs, there is a reason why. And that's why grounding is so important, and that's what I'm connecting with. So the more you ground yourself, the better you'll feel. So go in nature. Be around trees, perhaps walk without any shoes, socks, tights, anything on your feet, without any footwear. Whether it's walking around the house, as long as obviously everywhere is safe, and you're walking around the house and you're grounding in that way, or you're perhaps sitting down and doing a meditation in a chair where your feet can be grounded on the floor, and then you can put your palms facing up. Or you want to sit under a tree or just go into nature and perhaps sit in nature. If you live near the ocean, perhaps go on the beach and walk on the sand and put your feet in the sand. I feel it would be very helpful for you because if you're experiencing issues with the legs, feet or toes, it's about movement forward. And there may be blocks around that right now that need to be released. So if there's leg pain, and it's the root chakra as well, so you could also cleanse your root chakra. If there's leg pain, and they give me right now when I'm connecting with this energy to channel it. So it's like a shooting pain down a leg going into the foot, and then you may get issues with your feet, especially your big toe. So you could just get the cramp, maybe get cramp in your toes, or you bang your toe, or perhaps you have something wrong with your toe, or you feel your veins are swelling up, or your feet are swelling up. It's about issues around moving forward. Now, some of you could have issues around moving home, and you could be dealing with that. There could be some fears around it, or needing enough money to do that, or perhaps fearing the change of doing that. Or this could definitely be connected with your person needing to move on from where they live or where they are, you know, where they reside. So they may want to move out to like a family home to be free from that situation. So they are fearing the change and the movement. So if you're grounding yourself, it's going to help with this energy. And that's why I want to bring the tree deck in. So thank you, angels. What's the message for you today with the woods from the wood snake? And obviously the wood snake is around us all this year, helping us to release what no longer serves us, to shed the skin. And the wood snake is saying time is running out. It's time. You know, the wood snake knows it's only got a certain amount of time left to help the situation. So let's see what else the wood snake wants us to know. And if you are seeing snakes, by the way, huge sign of the snake helping. You know, I went away not long ago and I was actually walking along the beach front and there was a lady walking with a snake around her neck. And I went up to her and said, "Oh my goodness me, you've got a snake." And she introduced me to a snake, and I just told you it's the year of the snake, and she was like, she didn't even really know about that. So I just felt that was a real blessing when I saw that in person. They're also giving me an itchy right hand, and I feel that's a huge message about something coming to you that you're about to receive. Okay, because whenever I connect with the energy, and I know everyone connects with it differently, but when I connect with the right hand, I always connect with right to receive. So I definitely feel you're about to receive a message or a sign or a communication or an amount of money or an opportunity or something is coming in, okay? And the wood snake is assisting with that. So what's the energy around you today? What's the energy around you today? What's the energy around you? One card. Okay, look at that Knight of Cups. Something is coming. I feel they're coming forward. This is around them. What's going on with them right now? What's the energy around the journey, please, angels? Flying out. And I do love how the cards jump out and make themselves known, even though at times it can be challenging, you know, picking cards up and finding them. So what tree is guiding you right now? What's the grounding message for you? There we go. What's the grounding message for them? And what's the grounding message for the journey? They give me a block in the throat chakra, so I definitely feel grounding is going to help to bring in some form of communication or move something forward in some way. So what's the energy around you? Okay, what I'm connecting with when I've just done that is they've come out the way they're meant to. So I actually got them coming out like, that's for you, that's for the journey, that's for them. So I don't feel I need to shuffle them anymore. I feel the angels just did that for us then. And what's the guidance around you today? What's the guidance around you today? What's the guidance around you today? And, you know, Once Upon a Time fans love this deck, okay, this show, Once Upon a Time. So what's the message coming through for you? What's the message coming through for them today? And what's the guidance around the journey today? Okay, let's see what's going on then. And we'll see what they guide me to do at the end, if they guide me to bring any more information in, card decks or letters or anything else. So the message for you today from the wood snake is, trust that I am assisting with karmic endings. Now, when I actually got this deck, this was a downloadable deck that I actually printed out and put onto card. And some of the, there was like I think it was 3 or 4 pictures that the creator created for like the back of the cards if you were making them into an actual card deck. But I decided to actually put my own channeled messages from the wood snake on these cards. And that's what you've got here. So trust that I am doing the work. I am doing what needs to happen to bring about a karmic ending. And the wood snake is very powerful in this card. His mouth is open. It's like he's saying to you, you have to trust me. Trust that I am assisting with karmic endings. So again, if you're seeing snakes, whether they appear to you in the real world or you see one in a show, on a film, or I don't know, on social media somewhere, it's a huge sign. It doesn't matter what they're doing either, whether they're just slithering around, biting people, whatever they're doing, it's a sign of the karmic ending. It's a sign that the wood snake is on this for you. And if this is what you're actually wanting to happen in your life, or in their life, a karmic ending, the wood snake is assisting. And again, that's why it's so important that you are grounding yourself, walking barefoot as well, and trusting that all is well. Affirm it. I move forward fearlessly. I trust the process of my life. I move forward in the knowingness that I am safe and loved. Maybe even call on Archangel Michael to help you to feel safe. But also you can call on Archangel Jeremiah to assist with karmic endings, because he is also the angel who connects with justice and legality. So if there's something that needs to be resolved in the real world, like legal stuff, like it could be if they share a home with someone and they've got joint assets, or if they are married and they need to get divorced, or they need to sort custody out of children, or there's some other financial implication or some business thing that needs to be dissolved or sorted out, Archangel Jeremiah will help with that. And the wood snake is on this. So the guidance is the one. So I feel this is definitely about you being a creator in your life, you being a magician, using your magic wand to create things, to trust that thoughts become things, to have faith in what you are manifesting. And again, the magician has faith and has complete control over the situation of what they're doing. So understand the wood snake has complete control over this. So the wand is saying to you, there's a passionate new beginning coming in. So something is happening. Now this is a bit like when I connect with this card, I see this like the Ace of Wands in the tarot. So the Ace of Wands is about action, passionate action. It can also be a very intimate card. So it can be about the desire between the two of you, especially with you experiencing the Kundalini rising and certain Ascension symptoms. So I feel this also, you knowing that the desire between you is reciprocated, it's mutual. They want you as much as you want them. And also to know that the desire they have for you will move them towards you. They can't stay away from you. Doesn't matter what they're in, they can't stay away from you. It doesn't matter whether they try and stay away from you or not, whether it's been weeks, months or years, the universe will always bring you back together. It says creative spark. So maybe you are feeling more creative right now. You may have an idea about something you want to do at work or in your projects or your goals, and you are moving towards that. It's the perfect time to work on that. You're getting the initiative, so you may feel like you've got more energy, more motivation. You may feel like you're growing and you're having more fun. So you may just be more in tune with your feminine self. You may be detaching a bit more, working on you, and it's moving you into a powerful potential energy. So the angels say get excited, have enthusiasm, travel if you want to travel. Good news is on the way. So I feel this is a good sign for you getting this card. It's like good news. It's like something good is happening. They also give me the Page of Wands in the tarot as well. Good news, things happening, things shifting. So the message is, remember that it's okay to be happy, really it is. So perhaps you're feeling, I can't be happy because my person is miserable, or I can't be happy until they are with me, or I don't want to seem too happy because they might think I've moved on. Or the angels say, happiness is an inside job. Remember, it's okay to be happy. It's okay to feel good about what you're doing. That's your power. Really it is. And I'm going to get in the blue as Archangel Michael helping you to be strong, to do things for yourself. The throat chakra as well, opening up the door. The more happy you are, the better things will move forward. The quicker things will move forward. Because I've got it again, this itchy hand, something is coming. So the more happy you are, the quicker things will manifest for you. Instead of perhaps thinking, oh, if I'm showing I'm happy, they might think I've moved on, or they might not want me anymore. So look at it from a higher place. So the Knight of Cups is something or someone coming into your life. Now this could also be an opportunity, something you're having an idea about, a creative spark. You could get ideas, opportunities, actually moving into something real. So I feel this could also be someone coming to you with a job offer, or perhaps offering you the key to a new home or something else. But I do feel this is your person coming towards you, and you have to have faith in that. So we've got the cherry. Now the first thing I'm feeling with this is desire. The cherry on top of the cake. So they may have the cake, but you're the cherry. You make it right. You are the last piece of the puzzle. You're everything they want. And cherry is also desire, that they desire your cherry. But they desire you. They want you. They want to taste you. They want to touch you. They want to be with you. And that's what I'm connecting with. So this is also a card of what I'm connecting with. Visualization. They are fantasizing about you. You may be fantasizing about them. Now in this card, she's got a smile on her face. She's eating cherries, and maybe you love cherries. So you may see cherries today as to remind you of your power, your Empress energy. That you are what they desire. They get turned on when they think about you. So you have to see yourself that way, to be like the Queen of Wands, to be strong and independent and passionate, and to know you are, to not chase or run after them, just sit and expect them, really, because why wouldn't they want you? Of course they do. So you just knowing that they give me such an itchy hand when I'm connecting with this, and I'm connecting with it right to receive. This is what you're going to receive. So it's about having faith in that. Someone may give you a bunch of cherries today, or you may see cherries out and about somewhere, but it's a sign of the way they desire you, that you're this tasty cherry that they want to taste in their mouth. They can't get enough of you, and there's power there. So maybe you are connecting with a cherry tree, and this is also a very abundant time for you. Cherry is about growth and abundance. So I'm seeing this as the fruit on the tree. They give me fear. So let go of fear. Maybe you're guided to wear red today. I've got red on. So cherry red. Maybe you wear cherry red lipstick. Or you want to wear red shoes. Or if you're a guy, maybe you want to wear red sneakers. Or, you want to wear a red tie. Or maybe you've got a red jacket. So I just feel red as in passion. And red, again, remember, is connected with the root chakra. And we're talking about grounding. To ground yourself. So I just want to see, because it's not often I go to the guidebook, but I'm just really interested to see what it says about the cherry. Okay, so the cherry is also the number 34, so that could be an age for someone watching, or it could be their age. This could also be something that was perhaps really blossoming, or something that's really started to blossom between March and April. They give me a lot of heat when I'm connecting with this particular message, and I feel that even if things were stagnant, stale, perhaps you were going through a dark night of the soul in March and April, I know I was, something was built from it. So the cherry is a tree of the moon. Now this is really powerful because maybe you are a water sign, or you really connect with the moon in your own way. And no, not everyone's going to be a water sign, but I feel, some of you may be connecting with that, or you may be connected with Atlantis energy and the power of the moon. It's like you are a moon goddess. So with its white flowers, dark bark and deep red fruit, the cherry shows us the colours of the great goddess to whom it is dedicated. So when I'm connecting with that, they are loyal to you. They are dedicated to you. They are making love in their mind with you. I don't really feel like they're making love with anyone else. And if they are, it's routine. It's not what they want. This card was originally reserved in the giant redwood from California. So some of you could be connected with California, or your person may be from California. It says the colossal guardian that helps the monumental earth forces of earth and water, so there could be an earth and water connection, to remain in balance. such as the fault line where the tectonic plate of the Rocky Mountains and their foothills slide against that of the Pacific Ocean. So you may be connecting with these things that I'm talking about. Okay, so that's why I'm reading it out, because maybe you think, wow, yeah, the Pacific Ocean means something to me, or California, or the Rocky Mountains. The cherry, tiny in comparison, comes to us with an equally awesome task, and one that is more relevant to us humans. For some 1,500 years, 1,500 years, the ethos was drummed into our ancestors that they were either irredeemable irredeemable sinners, the Catholic version, or we were only worthy if they worked hard for something, the evangelical version. Or if they turned their back on pleasure, they had the effect of completely undermining self-confidence, a trait that has since been passed down through the generations. So I feel this is also about finding your confidence, which we spoke about in this message. Be able to love our neighbours as ourselves. So that's what Jesus teaches us, to love one another as I have loved you, he said, to be kind and loving, to use kindness as the key to open all the right doors. It says trees are also our neighbours. So that's also reminding you to be good to others, to perhaps to be nice in your community, to be helpful. Obviously, we are a community here, so help others out in the comment section if you see someone struggling, if you can be there for them. It says if we despise ourselves, we are incapable of really loving. It's that simple. So it's all about self-love. And I feel this in the card as well. I mean, she is naked in this card, so I'm not showing it to you, but she's eating cherries, and it's like loving the self. I feel the more you love you, the more your person will show love to you, because you are loving yourself in that way. It says we must practice loving ourselves unconditionally to get rid of fear. To get rid of fear of being judged or condemned, you don't need to prove anything, do anything, or be the best at anything. Your soul has always been perfect. And it's the birthright of every being to be happy just with being. So it really means just enjoy where you are. Just be in the moment, allow things to flow to you. You didn't manage to get something done today, or you made a mistake. Great, it's part of life. Remember, mistakes are lessons in disguise. Try again tomorrow, but totally praise yourself today. Be honest, because you deserve it. So this is saying to you, don't beat yourself up for the things you haven't done, or the things that aren't happening yet. Be okay with where you are. So speaking of rewards, the cherry highlights the sensual, a warm bath, eroticism, good food, a walk, visiting a close friend, a great movie, or just relaxing on a comfortable sofa. And you can choose the order in which you do all of this. Be good to yourself, treat yourself to something. This is how to enjoy the cherry. So this is about you enjoying your own company and knowing that your person craves that with you, watching a movie with you, having a bath with you, spending time with you, being your close friend, your confidant, your lover. If we withdraw our affection from ourselves, we remain tense and humorless and eventually become embittered and hard. So it's reminding you to love yourself more, and then any feelings of bitterness or anything you need to let go of goes away. After a while, fear takes over with those things, fear of rejection, recrimination and punishment, and where there's fear, love cannot enter. Isn't that a powerful message? So the message of the cherry is, do not judge yourself. Do not judge yourself by your achievements. You have nothing to prove. You are already lovable. So love yourself, spoil yourself, draw the nectar from the chalice to your lips, because bliss is the birthright of all creation. So I feel that cherry is a huge message saying, trust in me, the wood snake is saying. Believe in yourself, love yourself, because if you love yourself, your person is going to come forward and love you the right way. Now, the guidance for them from the wood snake is to sense things and to connect with their senses. It says, sense your now. Senses give you information available in no other way. So they are starting to listen to what they are feeling, to trust what they are going through in their emotions, and that's moving things forward. So I love that we've got the Eight of Spears where we currently are in August time, because things are moving forward. And I'm seeing this like an eagle, whether that's an eagle or a crow, but I'm seeing there as an eagle moving forward, circling around you. They know they've got choices to make, so they may well be circling around you right now by watching you on social media, or they can sense you, but I feel you can sense them. You can sense them when they're watching you, when they're thinking about you, when they're dreaming about you. But they definitely have a choice to make to fill up their own cup. Now, also in this, I'm also seeing a bladder in this again. So again, there could be some bladder issues here. You know, running the loo, and it could be connected with burning pee. But I feel this is more about them perhaps going to the toilet a little bit more, or you could be doing that too, but I feel that they know in their mind when they are sleeping, when they are able to calm the mind, that you're the only choice they need to make. And it's not even about making a choice, because they have to choose themselves. It's not about choosing you, it's about choosing themselves. Yeah, we've got no one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. So I do feel they feel a bit pressured to move forward right now, not by you, but by their own ego, by their own fears, their own self, of the way they've destructed or destroyed things, their own self-destruction. So they feel like they need to do something quickly, but the angels are reminding them to relax, to take the time, to speak up and speak out in a very calm way, to let their voice be heard loud and clear. And they may need to do that in their own time, or they may need to express themselves when they feel fully ready. Because I feel they can fall over their words or mess things up when they try and rush this. It says, stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. So they do carry a lot of burdens around, and you will feel those burdens. You could get shoulder pain, neck pain, back pain, because you sense and feel the burdens they are carrying around, and they are being guided to release them, to give them to heaven. That's why the wood snake is saying, you know what you need to do. A little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. Stop giving away your power right now. So they may be giving their power away to other people. They may be giving their financial support, their time, their energy to the wrong people. And they are realizing this right now because they are a twin flame. So they recognize more and more what the connection is that they have with you, that you're one soul split in two. That you are one, but you're walking in separate bodies, maybe on separate paths right now, that you have the soul connection. And everything is making them understand that through their senses. So I feel the wood snake is helping them not only to believe in what you have, but to feel what you have. It says yin and yang, mirrored soul, unexplainable magnetic attraction. And that's what they feel for you. They are drawn to you because you're the cherry. It says the unconditional love, mirror work, light workers, and you have a path together. Now we've got the people coming through here, and what I'm seeing with this first of all is illumination. They are being illuminated, especially through their dream state. When they are sleeping, they are being shown the truth through their feelings, their intuition. They're starting to calm themselves down more and have more time to actually process their feelings, what they're sensing, what the angels are showing up for them, their signs, their synchronicities. So they're connecting with you in a very kind of dark way, but also a very light way. So what I feel is, when they go into the darkness, they feel you're there guiding them out of the darkness with your light, and then they connect with it. So I definitely feel this is a huge sign that they may be having more time to think, process. They could be meditating in their own way. So I'm not saying they're sitting under a tree. Some of them could be doing that. But I feel this is also about them having that time to process and think and calm down. And then they know what they need to do. They know there is no choice because you're the one. They just need to choose themselves. And that's why they may be having bladder issues, because they may be feeling a sense of urgency to do something, to speak their truth, to make a change. And the angel's saying, slow down, there's no need to rush this. That is their intention, to make a change. Now, this is the number 32. Give me fear. So again, this could be something they've gone through over the last 2, 3 or 4 weeks, they're telling me as well. But this could also be a huge sign of the change. Now, there may also be a number for someone. So it could also be a sign that they are, moving into a specific age. So I'm not saying all of them are 32, but they may be preparing for a big shift in their life. So some of them could be approaching a big number like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and they know they need to make a change. So the oracle message for this card is to go within, to empty yourself. No wishes, no plans, no fears, no fury, no future, no past, no holding back, no holding on. Just breathe as everything breathes, pulses, the universe pulses. So I feel they're being guided to just be, and just to connect with who they truly are inside without any distractions or any need to make a change or do anything differently. It says many hundreds of years before Gautama found enlightenment beneath the pipal tree. So this is a tree of enlightenment. So they may even be going through things right now that bring enlightenment in. Like yourself, if they're in a karmic situation, there is a reason for it. It brings enlightenment in. If they are going through a struggle or a challenge, or they're going through something chaotic or a tower, it's bringing enlightenment in. So I am feeling Archangel Uriel around them, helping them to see, feel, and know the truth. He says, so he found enlightenment beneath this tree, after which he became the Buddha. So some of you may connect with Buddha, maybe your person connects with Buddha as well. And the tree of enlightenment, it was already the most sacred tree in India. So some of you could be from India, or your person could be from India. So these are extra messages. It says the most divine essence of Buddha, or Brahma, I can't see that there. I think it's Brahma, the immortal which no one can grasp as it's been itself, came into matter through this tree. So again, I don't usually read guidebooks, but when we do, just go with the flow. I feel this is what I'm being guided to do today, instead of pulling anything at the end or doing any letters or extra cards. So this makes the tree an incarnation of the tree of life itself. Giver of well-being, master of 1,000 songs, leader of the wise. So I feel they are also receiving messages through music. Lots of songs, thousands of songs. Like we use cards or you watch readings, they listen to music. Says the angel, Pipal, is an avatar who calls upon us to stop and meditate. So the angels, especially Archangel Uriel, is helping your person to find time to stop what they're doing and to have time to calm the mind, to meditate, to receive answers, to understand what the next step is. Says this angel is a door to spiritual freedom, true inspiration and wisdom. So it's like they are opening the door to their truth. It even makes complete inner freedom. There is enlightenment possible. The Papal also symbolises divine omnipresence, meaning in turn that the whole earth is sacred. Never forget that this is not about your enlightenment, which would miss the point altogether. Look at it as a single pipal leaf and then see the tree in its entirety. So this is about them realising they don't just want to have a small part of you, they want to have all of you. They want to be your person for the rest of their life. Turning away from the spiritual potential that lies within us and within nature leads to being superficial and material stuff, materialism, and even more to separate and be lonely. So separation and loneliness. So what they're realising is, I don't want to be lonely anymore. I don't want to be separate from you anymore. I don't want to operate in fear or be controlled by my material life or the surface level things. It says human beings in the earth are injured, degraded and desecrated when you operate in that energy. So they're realising, what's the point of life if I can't have you in it? So I feel they're going through huge illumination right now and significant change. And that's all happening now in August time. So the energy of the journey, we've got reality and we've got peace. So make peace your reality right now. Focus on peace. Don't let things stress you out that you're seeing in your reality, like social media or what people are saying or things that they've got going on, karmic situations. Have faith instead. As the wood snake says, there he is dealing with the karmic endings. So the message says, observe and seek reality. Do not allow yourself to be tricked by illusion. So don't be tricked by social media or the surface level stuff. And also remember to find peace in the situation. And it's also about you having a reality check and saying, okay, we're not together right now. And that's okay. They may be with someone else right now, and that's okay too. They may be dealing with their fears, and that's okay. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to focus on my journey. I'm going to find peace in my heart and soul and let them find their own way. So allow an attitude of peace as things settle within you. They also settle outside of you. So remember, you can have a storm going on, but if you're calm in your heart and mind, it will bring a relief. So the Knight of Swords is the unexpectedness, the action that's going to come in swiftly and quickly when you don't expect it. And you know that through your intuition. You know that you can also sense there's a big change afoot. So the death is the change, the new beginning, the rebirth coming in. Now, I love that we've got the oak as well, because this is about something being strong. You know, the oak is a strong tree. From a small acorn, a mighty oak tree grows. So I feel this about the power of the love. Nothing's going to stop it from happening. Nothing can get in the way. And you've got the aspen as well, which I feel is about being given what you need. You know, I'm seeing, if you can see this, there's like a tree god or a tree fairy or a tree deity, or, you know, there's a tree angel here passing a leaf. So it's like receiving what you need. It's about everything coming to you at the right time. So obviously I'll connect with these cards in a moment, but it says you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Follow your own path. Forge your own path. Go towards your own journey. Trust. Why? Because you're the magician. I love this, because what did you get coming through for you right at the beginning? The wand, and the magician holds the wands. So this is about you both taking back your power to make changes, to move things forward, to use willpower, which also means to have self-control, so you don't go into fear. It says manifestation, peacefulness, resourcefulness, inspired action, unlimited potential, action, confidence, passion, skill. So I love this because you have the power to make anything happen. There is the power there and the potential to bring about rapid change. So there's big things taking place in the connection right now. So let's connect with the mighty oak first of all. So let's go to the oak. So what is the number for the oak? The oak is number 7. Well, number 7, as you know, is a spiritual number. It can be a number about cycles and 7-year cycles, changes. People talk about the 7-year itch in a marriage. So this could be a big sign about marriage breaking down, or commitments coming to an end. Again, those karmic endings. You may also see 777 as a reminder to have faith that you are manifesting your dreams. So the oracle message of the oak is the source of the life force nourishes your deepest roots with vitality, will and power. Make the world your own. Well, isn't that what a manifestor does? But take care, hear the secret of success, which means you're going to hear guidance about what to do next and what steps to take. It says care for those in need, which means be kind, be gentle, be loving, be of service, be a light worker, bring tenderness where emptiness once ruled. So be very tender and loving. It says virtually no other living thing in the biosphere has the same vitality and sheer life force as the oak tree. Now, isn't that powerful? That's come up for the journey, because it's like saying no other relationship has the vitality or the power or the vibrance of what you guys share. The connection you have is more powerful than anything that they've had before, anything that you've had before, or that they could ever have again. It says human beings have been aware of this since time immemorial, and entire cultures have sought out its presence. So you may want to find an oak tree and perhaps go and ground yourself with that tree, perhaps hug that tree, talk to that tree, and connect with it in a powerful way. I feel someone's got an oak tree in the garden as well that you may connect with. They drew great power from the king of trees. So this is the king of trees, this oak tree, but unfortunately often missed its force to wage war on and conquer other people. So again, that can definitely be about karmic battles and the battle between the higher self and the ego. The oak tree is associated with Mars, so some of you may connect with Mars, a planet that is often too hastily identified with the god of war. Originally, and indeed for many centuries, Mars was the god of farming, so someone could be a farmer, and the protector of houses and homesteads. So someone could actually be in real estate as well, or deal with house improvements, or maybe leases out houses. You could be a landlord, they could be a landlord. Its role is a defender, and again, the defender could also be someone to do with the law, law and order, like someone could be a lawyer or a judge, or could be in the legal profession in some way. So a defender eventually leading to its connection with war. Someone could be in the military. I spoke about that the other day. Someone could be at war with themselves, but this could also be actually dealing with some kind of war. And indeed, oak is at home in a broad spectrum of human associations, since its energy is essentially neutral. How we use it is up to us. So that's reminding you that how you use your wand is up to you, whether you use it for good or bad. It's like when you use a deck of cards, it's a tool, it's a neutral tool. It's how you use it that makes it a good interpretation or a negative interpretation. The gift of the oak angel is to be filled with energy and power. So I feel this oak is helping you to remember your power. Success is assured. We become confident and strong in body and mind. So success is assured, which means your journey is going to happen. Your union will happen in time. We can fight if necessary and also protect those who we love and give thanks to the medicine of the oak tree. We do that with great integrity. So it feels like this oak tree is helping you to remember your integrity, to help them to operate in their authentic truth. And also using alternative medicine, which could be just going out and grounding by a tree, which I feel is what I'm being guided to share with you today. If you're having leg pain, foot pain, or toe pain, especially toes, because toes are about minor fears of the future, or fears about making changes to move forward. It says, without the blessing of oak, we are seized with lethargy, fear, and fatigue. So again, it's about just not wanting to do anything, just feeling like we are drained and we've had enough. It says weakness, laziness, and despondency lead to general failure. In society, this plays out as spineless opportunism and blind obedience. It says warriors, but they're saying warriors. Okay, warriors and leaders become followers, and initiators, they become warriors. So a warrior becomes a warrior. Okay, when you allow yourself to be in fear, or they allow themselves to be in fear, they become a warrior, not a warrior. Isn't that powerful? If we're usually cut off from oak, or if we are totally cut off from oak, darkness and depression ensue, and lies and betrayal follow. And they're saying usually, because they may usually be cut off from things because they're in darkness. And then they go into the betrayal, the lies, and all of that. So interesting. So the warrior becomes the warrior when there's fear. So it's about becoming the warrior, not the warrior. And the way you do that is by giving your fears to heaven. Now we've got the Aspen, which is also the number 8. Now this could also be a huge thing that's happening now in August time, because we've got July with the 7 and the 8 with August. So I'm seeing that as where we are currently today. So let's bring up the Aspen, number 8, okay? So the message, isn't this interesting? Just something a bit different, reading about these trees. And I'm learning something as well. So the oracle for the Aspen says, lighter than the breeze, the breath of life is suspended. So this can also be about breath work then. Breathing, meditation, connecting with tree energy, tree essence. It says, over the waters of life. So that could also be allowing yourself to sit calmly near water, or drinking more water, or being around water. It says, nothing could be more funny. The universe follows eternal laws, and you watch all this and shake with laughter. So it's also about observing the journey in a higher place, and, finding humour in it all. The humour, the way that the universe is so funny sometimes, how it gives us these amazing signs and synchronicities. So the message of the Aspen is a spiritual warrior. Its medicine makes our enemies tremble. So remember, your power is your light. Your light makes even the devil quiver. Your connection with God, source, Jesus, makes even the devil quiver. Of course we tremble too, but just like the Aspen, not out of fear, but from uncontrollable laughter. The Joker brings us to our knees, and conflict crumbles as the perception and the perpetrators start to collapse with mirth, and everyone ends up laughing together. Now what this is reminding me of is, if they come to you with an olive branch, okay, if they come to you and you look at them, you just perhaps start laughing or smiling. It doesn't matter what's gone on between you, and that's so true. Whenever I see my twin, it doesn't matter what's happened. As soon as I see him face to face, I can't help but smile. And sometimes laugh, because it's like everything's forgotten in that moment. It's like what we're even worrying about, what we're stressing over. The love is so powerful. Some of you may be really into comedy, or maybe your person is a comedian, or they think the one. They may try and make you laugh. They may be a bit of a joker, so that may resonate too. It says, who can resist the astute wit and disarming charm of the stand-up comedian? So again, someone could be a stand-up comedian, or could be connected with comedy in some way. This could also be a message to have some fun, to perhaps go to a comedy show, or to watch something that's very funny, or to put something on that makes you laugh. It says humour can make us invincible as a master of Tai Chi, and that's true. Laughter is the best medicine, as Archangel Raphael says. Laughter lightens the load, it helps you to be more playful. The dolphins say that. So as we refuse to take sides, become unpredictable, and simply go with the flow, this great flexibility derives from a feeling of immense spiritual freedom, because the Aspen rubs shoulders with the god of the wind, and even more than that, the white and the black poplar do. Now they're giving me a white and black panther. So you may see panthers. I don't know if there is a white panther, but that's what they just showed me, like a big white cat. And then a big black panther. So that's a huge message about power, about purity, about the yin and the yang, the light and the darkness. It says there is little need to point out that our razor-sharp wit conceals equally great power of discernment and creativity, but then so what, am I bothered? So that's about not taking things personally. It also showed me someone shaving with a razor. So someone may have had a shave recently, perhaps they've had a lot of facial hair, and then they've shaved it off. You could say that given so much Buddhist non-attachment, we are probably close to enlightenment, although the idea that one person could be more enlightened than another is so ridiculous, we won't pursue it any further. So that's about remembering that we're all learning lessons. No one is better than anybody. It's just other people perhaps have other experiences or they've reached other levels of understanding. That's all it is. Never look down at anyone or judge anyone. And I feel that is definitely something we learn on this journey, because we do recognise that the only person who has the power to judge anyone is God. That's why we should always forgive, not for the other person, but for ourselves. It says, without the Aspen, things are very different. We become stiff, inflexible, and ill-tempered, clinging tightly to routines and social tropes that are best left buried. So what this is saying is, if we don't take a chance, or we don't allow ourselves to breathe or move forward, then we remain stuck and inflexible, and life gets, what's the point of living? We go into drama and chaos and all of that. So this is and it says as well, I can't stand people like that, who me, stubborn and impatient, don't say another word or I'll scream. So what I'm connecting with that is, and that's obviously coming from the writer of this deck, Fred and Annie. Fred and Annie have wrote this. There may be a sign there, Fred and Annie. Maybe someone's called Fred, someone could be called Annie watching, or Anne, or Frederick. There could be a sign there as well with the names. But it says, or I'll scream. So this could also be another sign to have a scream, because when you scream, it releases out any resentment or any residual stress from things that you've been pushing down. So having a scream, it actually helps you to breathe better, especially if you're having indigestion. If you're having indigestion or heartburn and you have a scream, it will release it out of you and you'll feel 100 times better. So I know that was a bit of a long one, but I just really wanted to go into the tree oracle. It's just really powerful. So this is the Tree Angel Oracle deck by Fred and Annie Heng. This is Fred. Can't even say his name there, but I'll put it in the description box so you know. But what I'm feeling is there's nothing more mighty than this love. So don't be a warrior, be a warrior. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.